Hello. Right, for those of you who remember the original Karate Kid films, in particular the second film, at the end of the film, Daniel, the Karate Kid, is having this big showdown fight with an Okinawan kid, and as they're doing so, his master, Mr. Miyagi, gets out a little drum on a stick and starts playing the drum. A lot of other Okinawans follow suit, and there's a whole pile of them spinning these little drums on sticks. In the film, Daniel starts then moving his arms in a similar manner to the drums on a stick and wins the fight. Now, okay, that's a bit fictional, that's a work of fictional, and it's obviously a little bit stylized, but it is actually quite a good way of explaining technique, especially if you're a teacher. So, when you look at the drum, the stick obviously represents the spine, the drum is like the shoulders, and the pieces of strings with the beaters on the ends, that's like your arms and your hands. Now, when you rotate the bass, that is like when you spin your hips. Okay, you turn your hips. Now, you know, the best, easiest way to do it is at the bass. You don't do it halfway up, you don't do it from the drum itself. You can do, but it's not as efficient. The most efficient way of doing it is at the base, which again represents your hips. So if you keep your spine nice and straight and rotate from the hips, your arms move very fast and very relaxed. Okay? Now, lots of people will tend to lean. They'll try and get a little bit of extra range into a technique. Particularly if they're doing like a pre-arranged sparring technique and they're a little bit too far away, rather than sliding in, they'll often lean, and a lot of people do it because they're not quite confident enough to get close into their opponent. So a lot of people lean. Now, a way to demonstrate this, that it's not quite such a good way of doing it, is to get another drum, break it, and fix it. So you get the drum, get a bent drum. Now that is like when somebody's leaning forward. Now, when you try and rotate it at the base where the hips are, you can do it, but it's nowhere near as efficient as it is when the stick is straight. Okay, so that's like your spine. When your spine is straight, everything moves nice and relaxed. When your spine is bent, you can still do it, but there's not quite the same power to it, there's not the same flow to it. So, like I say, get yourself 2 drums. It's a great way to demonstrate to your students if you're a teacher, and well, if you're not a student, it's a great way to remind yourself to keep your spine straight when you're training. So thank you very much.